Hi, this is Alexander Alday from BSN-2B, and my partner Jasmine Vega or Jasmine V is not available as of the moment, but she will be uh, doing, or she's the one's gonna do the summarization and reflection of the video. So moving on, I have Francis, a friend of mine, former colleague, and he's the one that we're gonna have, I mean, do the interview with. So we have 10 questions so far. What we're gonna ask him, and let's see what's gonna be his answer from those questions. All right.
All right.
So Francis, let's start. Can you tell us about yourself? Like just a brief summary.
Yeah, I'm as old as you. I think you're older than me by a month. Um, I,
Yeah.
I,
Yes.
I do part-time content creating without monetization. Hopefully, will be monetized soon. I do need a ton of views and subscribers. So yeah,
Probably change your genre so that we could, we could have more viewers.
yeah, it's more. It's
Just
kind of
saying.
yeah specific.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean that's
Well,
about it.
oh, that's it. Well, thank you for sharing us about your content creating thingy. So yeah, like I said, we have 10 questions here. So question number one. All right, well, let's just get to the point here because this is our second video. The first one has no audio, but I just want to finish this up real quick. So get past this and mm, have good grades from Sir Rob, of course. So yeah, question number one. It's about inspiration. So what inspired you to pursue your current career path, and how has it evolved over time?
Um, it's well initially money. When
Hmm.
I uh, was in my previous work, I didn't make that much. Then I transferred to a new job, which gave me a lot, and also didn't really expect my uh, work to evolve in a way that it is currently now. Do have more responsibilities as well with my current work, but uh, in terms of job evolution with my work, I like it. I learn a lot from work, and some of the stuff that I learned I actually applied in my life. And what I'm currently, well, my house is one of those things. So yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you. So I guess I'm gonna, as early as now, I'm gonna, input my, what do you call this? My insight about the Maslow law of needs. So that pertains about the need of money, the basic needs, paying the bill. So like I said on the first video, if it pays, then it's good. So moving on, we have the second question. It's about challenges. So can you describe a time when you face a significant challenge in your work, and how did you overcome it?
Well, more on the transition when I transferred to a different uh, role, in a sense that the role is really challenging, and I have to interact with individuals that require certain handling, and these are not your regular individuals that you work with. They're actually colleagues who
Mhm.
has special needs in certain situations. So it's kind of challenging, and I would like to discuss more, but unfortunately, I have a non-disclosure agreement, and if I
Mhm.
disclose any of it, um, gonna get in trouble.
That's fine. Just be vague and as general as you can be. All right. Well, that's it. Okay. Thank you. All right. Question number three is about motivation. So, who doesn't want motivation? So, let's hear about it. And how do you stay motivated and engaged in your work on a daily basis?
Motivation can come from different sources,
Mm.
family, aspirations. For me, more on aspirations to just make sure that I provide everything that I need and what my family needs, especially with my son who's turning or going to third grade now, and I'm really proud of him. Has very high grades, and yeah, actually, with that said, since he is motivated to give me or show me good grades, I'm motivated to make sure that he gets to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie, and we're going to watch that together in about 2 weeks.
And I think I'm gonna be with you on that, or
Yeah,
no
definitely.
more, no more IMAX, please, man. No more. All right. Well, I know Lucas is, growing up to be fine young lad like you. Looks like you, by the way. All right. So yeah, fourth question. Let's move on. It's about leadership. That's the key word. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your leadership style, and how do you motivate and inspire your team?
Well, leadership style is more on collaborative. I'm not the type of person who dictates an individual what he or she needs to do. So more
Mm.
collaborative. I get their input in terms of what we need to do on certain task, and then delegate uh, on certain situations what they can and they cannot do. So certain individuals has a specific skill, and then I make sure that that skill is utilized in a way that they can provide a great result in terms of what the task is or whatever project it is. Also, another motivation for the team as a leader is to make sure that everyone is recognized for their hard work. And if you recognize someone for their hard work, it gives them more motivation to strive
Oh, well,
better.
I agree. So it's like I mean, I'm not so sure if you like seen an image of two Egyptian images where I think it is a pharaoh with a whip and is whipping the workers or the slaves to like pull the chariot. So that signifies the leader uh, that tells something like gives orders only. And on the other image or picture, it's a leader that pushes the chariot or a big rock. So that signifies that you're really leading your team. All right, you kind of like you ask for feedback and then you designate tasks so that you could finish your task or achieve your goals. All right, so I guess that's the kind of leader you are. Well, next is about projects. Let's go on with projects now. Can you tell me about a project or initiative uh, that you led that you are particularly proud of, and why?
One of the projects that I've led, and I'm really proud of this, is part of engagement in well at work. Since we work hard, we need to play hard as well. And in order for us to do that, since
Mm,
majority of the staff are gamers, and there is a PlayStation 5 console at work, I've
mm,
organized a tournament for the 2K22, but most likely that will transition to 2K23 and 2K24. We don't have the disc yet, so I'll have to ask people to buy that. Anyway, that is part of the engagement. It's gonna be a tournament, and since the NBA playoffs is gonna start soon, it's gonna give additional motivation to the players, and yeah, there's also a prize whoever wins the thing. So unfortunately, I cannot join since I'm the host, but make sure that everyone still gets or have fun with the engagement, the project that we have.
Yeah, probably should ask your staff to like, just replace you as, the organizer, and then so that you could play. And anyway, that's the kind of work-life balance that I would love to do within the company. So you work and play, and vice versa. So that's actually the kind of, work-life balance that I wanted. So yeah, move on. It's about future. This is a question about future. So, what do you consider to be the most significant trend or development in your industry, and how do you see it evolving in the future?
Right now, it's automation, and unfortunately, with automation, since it is AI driven, a lot of people lost their jobs due to the fact
Mm,
that they've been redundated or the AI itself has been doing their job. So, with that said, since it is a trend, we would like to make sure that our staff is trained with a skill set on how to correspond or synchronize with automation. And training is tough, and some might not be, also some might not take it, but with the current trend right now, you have to adapt and evolve or be left behind. Unfortunately, that's a thing now, and we have to go with the flow. And just like everything else, everything can be learned if you give individuals time to learn it. So yeah, that's the trend
well,
right now.
it's kind of like a trend before. I think it started in India. So in India, there are a lot of people, but there are few jobs. So um, I have an Indian boss. He said that every day there's a long line just down their office waiting for someone to like make a mistake. Because in India, if you make a mistake, you're gonna be replaced easily. So you're indispensable. And yeah, I mean, like you said, you have to work hard and make sure nothing goes wrong, or else you're gonna be replaced. So that's kind of like the sad world that we have right now.
Unfortunately,
So
yes,
yeah,
we have to adapt.
so we have to. I mean, sooner or later we're gonna be replaced by robots, and we're gonna be out of work for sure. Anyway, so moving forward, so let's see how your decision making skills is. So all right, let's start. How do you approach decision making, and can you give an example of a difficult situation or difficult decision you have to make?
Well, I approach difficult, decision making in my role as to since I am dealing with colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I differentiate it by what they want, what they need, and what is required.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that said, I make sure that they get what they need or required or what they deserve first, and then what they need and want are two separate things. So um, they might want something, but they actually need a different thing. So you give them options, and if they don't like the options, unfortunately, that's the only thing that they're going to get. and but we have to be fair. And some situations, uh, you are allowed. Well, in my current line of work, you are allowed to cross the gray line. Normally, it's just black and white. So sometimes you need to cross the gray line in order for you to be effective in your work. So, but we don't really do that every day, every
Mhm.
time, because if you give leeway to an individual, you have to give leeway to everyone. So we have to be fair, and we just need to be just to make sure that we follow what is required of us, and make sure that they get what they need, not necessarily what they want and what they deserve. They
All
get what
right.
they need and what they deserve.
All right. Well, would you agree if I add a question like a decision that involves your friend? I mean, the question will be much more difficult than it is right now.
Well, the problem is with that is with
Well,
the social
although it's
stature. Yeah.
yeah, although it's not in a question, but I mean,
Well,
uh,
for
ju-
me, I do the job first, and it's a job. Everyone has to do it. I don't take it personally, and it is something that is asked of me, and I get paid to do it.
yeah, this so it's kind of like ethics and morality,
Yeah.
balancing it out.
Just because you're my friend, I'm not gonna give you not gonna give certain
Special
liberties,
treatment.
yeah, or
Yeah,
special
something
treatment,
like
right?
that. Yeah,
And I have to be fair. So
that,
it's
that's
really
good.
hard, but it is what it is.
Yeah, do the right thing. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do as well. Anyway, let's try out your balance. All right, let's see your balance now. So how do you balance let's see. How do you balance competing priorities and manage your time effectively?
Well, managing my time, it's difficult to say the least because I have a lot of things to do, not just at work, but at home as well. So, first is I make sure that I get enough sleep. So, that's 4 to 6 hours at the most. And then 10 to 12 hours just to get ready for work, doing work, going back and forth from house to work. So, yeah, roughly 10 to 12 hours. And then the remaining hours that I have, I delegate it to certain tasks. So if I need to do something, run errands, do chores, those are the things that I do with my time. I do still have time to play video games, but not that much. Normally, just the weekends and a couple hours per day. It's which is sad. Um, you have money, but you can't really play video games.
Yeah, kind of like surprise, and also it's an awesome thing to do. But I kind of like surprised that you were able to manage the timeline, because probably I can do that just one day, but to manage and repeating it every day for the rest of your life, it's something that I can't do. And for you to do it like regularly with ease, it's something that something that's what I call awesome.
It's like shooting the basketball. If you're a basketball player and you know how to shoot, it doesn't really go away, right? So,
So
yeah,
became a habit
yeah,
now.
it's a habit.
All right, that's good, man. I hope that I have the kind of habit. Anyway, moving forward, I think we're down to the last two questions, and yeah, so last two questions. All right, so can you describe a time when you had to adapt to a new environment or situation quickly, and how did you handle it?
Well, this is way back when I returned from a kind of a long, not really that long leave of absence.
Mm-hmm.
I was involved in a, what I call this, life changing event, to say the least. So when
Mm-hmm.
I returned to work, I the work that I was doing was totally different from the work that I was doing before. So from there on, I have to learn for about a week. I have to learn everything, then adapt to the changes, which is difficult to say the least with my current situation. But I did manage. I was able to get help from colleagues, even though some of the colleagues I do not like. But there is a way for you to use certain individuals, not necessarily in a bad manner or bad way.
Mm-hmm.
You use them to just make sure that you get up to speed with what you're doing, and those individuals help. Um, Not saying that I still like them, but they're okay.
Well,
um, they're okay.
oh well, that's good to hear. And I mean, I think it's kind of like difficult to adapt to a new environment, especially if you're trying to get out of your comfort zone. But again, since you're a remarkable guy, I know you could do a lot of things other than that what you have mentioned throughout this conversation and interview. So, all right, finally, the last question. All right. So, how do you foster creativity and innovation within your team or organization?
Well, for that one, ideas come from different places, and what I normally ask is for individuals to uh, give their inputs on certain things. If we have a project, ask what do you think of this move that we're going to do, and
Hmm.
then from there on, it's going to be a collaborative process. We input our ideas, take what works, and remove what doesn't work.
Hmm.
And we did that a couple of times last year, and we were able to do this project that actually helped the process that we're doing. And unfortunately, I cannot go into details as to what this process is, but it helped us a lot in terms of being or being efficient, to say the least, in what we're doing. And with that said, we were able to get more people to the process, and with that, those people actually were promoted when they came to our department. So yeah, it's a win-win situation for everyone, I guess.
I guess that's what defines us as Filipinos. We copy and innovate. So, I mean, that's how our creativity was born. So well known for, we see things and then we disregard the negative aspect of that thing, and then we improve the thing through innovation. So anyway, thank you for your insights, your responses throughout the interview process. I did ask you 10 questions. I know it's kind of long, but I guess we're wrapping things up now. To Sir Rob's, this is my our interview activity. Jasmine, you know what to do, right? You just have to summarize and reflect, and then we're gonna pass it through Sir Rob's Google Drive. And by the way, thank you, Francis, for giving us time with the interview process. I hope if we have more activities, I think that we will have because it's Sir Rob. That's how we do things. Probably I'm gonna ask you again. I don't know what will be the activity, but most likely it's communication. So again, this is Alex from BSN-2B, guys. Guys, you can call me Alir now if this is gonna be uh, shown to everybody. Just call me Alir. All right, not Tito Alir. I can go with Kuya Alir or Alir. I'm good. All right, see you and yeah, have a nice day.